Ah, you're back. What have you discovered?
It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home. The fall forest makes me miss my childhood. Playing among the towering trees in Valindor and living with my brethren. Seeing the sorry state of this city almost makes me regret my decision to leave my home when my apprenticeship completed.
Think you can
Well met, friend. How can I help you? Talos bless you, my child. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. I trained our daughter Lydia as a healer, to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire, how could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. Talos guide you.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, my lady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, my lady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared. Harrald, I have need of you.
Yes, Mother. What is it?
This situation with the sewers beneath the city. I hear people have entered this place and have gone missing. Do you know of this?
Yes, I've heard such things. Anuriel assures me they're just fabrications, and there's nothing down there save a few stray skeever.
Well, make sure we keep the patrols out night and day, just to be certain. Anuriel, a word, please.
Yes, my lady?
It's been brought to my attention that the poison, known as skooma, may be present in our city. What do you know of this?
I believe it to be a falsehood perpetrated by the Empire in order to weaken the citizens' confidence in your ability to rule.
Excellent. Then there's no need to devote any resources to stopping it. Thank you, Anuriel. That will be all.
As Jarl Laila's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Liars and bastards, every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Laila unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Welcome to Mistveil Keep. I'm Jarl Laila's steward, Anuriel. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Black-Briar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. Maven Black-Briar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Black-Briar Meadery. We're pleased to have her in Riften. She brings stability, opportunities for employment, and strategic value to our city. I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws. Think you can steal the Jarl? Stop right! My lady, Maven Black-Briar has word that she requires your seal in order to expand her shipments into Morrowind.
But of course, tell her she'll have it. Maven is one of the few people I can trust, and I'd be delighted to give her my blessing.
Yes, my lady. I will pass the good news on to her.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind.
Are we still meeting?
I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. Until next time.
Welcome to Mistveil Keep. I'm Jarl Laila's steward, Anuriel.
Very well. Keep at it. You may go.
Unmid, my sweet. Are we still meeting later for combat training?
Of course. Your training isn't complete yet.
I'll look forward to it then. Do you realize how delicate the experiment is you've interrupted by sending for me? I may need to throw out the components and start again.
How dare you take that kind of tone? You're in service to me, remember?
I'm sorry, my lady. The stresses of all this research, it's becoming more than I can bear.
You're forgiven. Now, I want to know if you've made any progress with my son. Is he cursed? Has he been possessed?
Sorry, my lady. I've been looking, but I'm convinced Saerlund truly believes what he is saying.
Very well. Keep at it. You may go.
Did we have an appointment? No.
Yes,
It
my lady?
was a delivery? I
It's been
can't
brought to
remember.
my attention that the poison, known as skooma,
Someone
may
actually
be
interested
present
in what I'm
this.
doing.
What do
Amazing.
you
Well,
know of this?
allow me to explain.
I believe it to be a
My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
There's no need to devote any resources to stop it. Thank you, Anuriel. That will be all.
The blue thing? But even the simplest harmonic field is composed of entirely... Wait just a moment. The blue thing... Yes. I can see your point. Draw out the necessary energies using a Jarl apparatus. But wait, what about soul reversal? You must be aware of the consequences when using the apparatus near an open magic field. 7. Astonishing. I hadn't considered that. I mean, it would take months, years to work out the differentials. But what a revolutionary concept! Wait. I can see a minor problem in your theory. Without a soul siphon, how would you prevent permanent magicka burn? Are you completely insane? Swallow a soul gem? That has to be the most brilliant and unexpected solution I've heard in a long time. It solves all of my problems and keeps the field stable. Now all I need... Wait, what were we talking about? Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Felstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. Winterhold. You want the college there. They teach quite a bit. I have to remember. Ward first, then summon. Pickpocket!
As Jarl, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her.
Welcome to
all
Riften,
times.
traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of the treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Black-Briar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Yes, I'm afraid we're aware of Sarthis' presence in the warehouse. Unfortunately, we're certain he has informants within the city guard. Every time we've made a move to arrest him, he's escaped. However, if you take care of this discreetly, you might be able to surprise him without warning. Excellent. Here, this is the key to the warehouse. See if you can drop in on this dealer of poison and convince him to close down his operation permanently. Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistveil Keep. I'm Jarl Laila's steward, Anuriel.
What do you think you're doing? Committed crimes against Skyrim and that. Everything. All right.
Don't even think about it.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers. Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Ballamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. Thank you. Do hurry, please. All right.
Come to see Ballamond perform miracles with steel, eh? Lazy good-for-nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harrald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
Out of my way. Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble. Until next time. You're not getting...
If those Whiterun gods can take down the dragon, so can we. What are you doing down here? Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
I find your hand in my pocket, I'm going to cut it off.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call? Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't get enough of me. So I had this little affair going on while I was betrothed to a beautiful girl named Sibbi. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer that her brother attacks me with a knife. I mean, I had to defend myself. Exactly. Now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften, and this is how she repays me. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she is. Ah, that's the spirit. Find her, and I promise you'll be well compensated. She was a young woman, buxom, with long, flowing black hair. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. Never heard a voice so beautiful. All that talent will go to waste when I'm finished with her. Yeah, Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family's dirty laundry in public. I mean, I've taken care of many people for her in the past. What in oblivion did she expect me to do? Ah, well, at least I have all the comforts of home during my stay. Well, except the touch of a woman, of course. When speaking of the Black-Briars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you? Ah, and let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Black-Briar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge, and I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it. Here we go! Don't even think about it.
Let me out of here, damn it. I'm not a criminal.
This is what happens to you when you speak your mind in this city. They threw me in here because I called Ulfric a liar, a deceiver. Ulfric doesn't care about Talos. He yearns for the throne of Skyrim, and he'll say anything to rally people to his side. But now, because of Ulfric's greed, countless lives have been lost. On second thought, maybe I'm better off in here. At least I'll die with a clear conscience. What do you need, handsome?
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damn shopkeepers.
Brynjolf sent you to rub it in? Because Big Bad Brynjolf doesn't like the way I play thief. Look, he says we needed coin, so I got coin. Who cares if people got hurt? Blood washes off septums. Now I'm sitting in here counting skeever droppings while he's drinking Black-Briar mead with Maven. Hey, if you're in good with Maven, you've pretty much got it made. She's got friends in high places, and I don't just mean in Skyrim. So getting the guards to throw me in here as a punishment was about as easy as falling off a log. I got into a scrap a few years ago at the Ragged Flagon. Some idiot who stole himself a guard's sword and kept boasting about it. He's making too much racket, and I'm trying to get Vex drunk, so I tell him to keep it down, and he just runs me through. Yeah, I was lucky, though. After Vex tore the guy to pieces, she gave me a potion. If she hadn't have been there... Anyway, after I got back to the guild, I decided to start calling myself Twice-Killed. Yeah, but Twice-Killed has more of a ring to it. You didn't need to leave so soon.
Trouble?
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard.
Disrespect law, and you disrespect me.
Dirge told me you made it into the guild. You need dirt on anything, you talk to me. Be seeing you around.
I've got your back. How can I serve you, my Thane? Let's get going, then. I'm right behind you. I will remain on guard here.
I knew it! Can't hide from me! we go! You can't hide from me! You can't... Someone there? Ha! Where are you? Over here! You can't hide from me! Can't hide from me! You beg me to kill you regret.
We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life. I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? Lead on. Yes, my Thane? Okay, got it.